have another spooky story for you guys. This one was submitted by someone who believes her old sorority house was haunted. And so she and some of her sorority sisters decided to test out that theory. Let's just jump right into the story. I used to live in a sorority house that everyone knew was haunted. It was one of those massive old brick homes near campus, the kind that had been around for almost 100 years. The floors always creaked, and at night, the attic window made this low groaning sound every time the wind hit it. While it's well known that old buildings make weird noises, there was also some really scary lore about the place that made it impossible to ignore. The scariest one was about something called the candlelight ritual. According to the legend, the sorority used to hold midnight rituals during pledging decades ago. Members had to go into the attic at midnight, light a circle of candles, and repeat a chant that supposedly bound them to the house. Most people thought it was just an initiation prank, but one year, something went very wrong. That year, the girls lit a circle of candles and started reciting the chant as others had done in the past. In the middle of the ritual, one of them suddenly broke from the group and started speaking words in a language that no one understood. The others tried to just keep going, but they said the candles started burning black, like smoke instead of flame. The air got so heavy that a couple of girls collapsed. Some of the girls tried to blow out the candles to stop what was happening, but the flames wouldn't go out. Instead, the flames continued burning until the entire circle caught fire. Firefighters were called to the scene to put out the fire, and the ritual was banned. So, of course, rumors like that are practically a dare. So one night, a few of us snuck up into the attic with a box of candles. Air up there felt thicker than downstairs, like it hadn't been properly ventilated in years. Everything was dusty, and there was a faint smell of smoke. We could even see drops of candle wax on the floors and obvious burns along the floor and walls. We brought up some candles and an old yearbook from the library. The chant wasn't a secret because it was published in every yearbook until the ritual was banned. It seems like it used to be some sort of sisterhood slogan for our sorority. So we lit our candles, stood around in a circle holding hands, and read the words out loud. As we repeated the chant, I felt the energy in the room start to shift. Suddenly, one of the girls yelped and jumped out of the circle, claiming she felt someone standing right behind her. Then, all at once, every single candle went out. The attic was pitch black, so we couldn't see each other, but I could hear the sound of someone breathing, slow and heavy, and it wasn't any of us. We bolted out of that attic as fast as we could, screaming and nearly tripping over each other down the stairs. After that night, the house changed. Doors started slamming on their own, hard enough to shake the walls. At night, we heard footsteps pacing above our rooms, even though the attic was empty. On a few occasions, some of the girls, including those who weren't even involved in the ritual, claimed to see a dark, shadowy figure passing through the walls. Personally, I didn't see the shadowy figure walking around, but one night, when I was coming home late, I happened to look up at the attic window and saw a dark, human like figure standing there as if it was staring at me. I was so scared that I barely slept after that and spent as little time in that house as I possibly could. Thankfully, it was my senior year, so I only had to deal with this for a few months before graduation. But the story doesn't end there, because some of our younger members told me that someone tried going up into the attic one night and ended up falling down the stairs and breaking her arm. So after that, the attic and the stairway leading up to it were closed off. But the strange experiences never stopped. I'm always interested by stories that take place in those super old homes. I do think that some weird stuff happens when you start messing around with things in that kind of environment. But what do you guys think of this story? Do you think it's possible that they maybe summoned something that they shouldn't have? Leave your thoughts down in the comments, and don't forget to like and follow for more spooky stories.